but Rodrigo always and only wanted to stay at Real Madrid. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today guys, we touch on Barca, Marc Bernal, Victor Osimhen, Eberechi, but also Florian Wirtz and more. Let's jump into it together. And so guys, let's start today from Spain. As always, many things to say, as always, many updates, but today important interview by Rodrigo. He wanted to mention the Real Madrid winger, the situation of the Ballon d'Or, excluded from the 30 nominees for the Ballon d'Or. Rodrigo still upset with that decision, but also he wanted to mention one more time, and this is important, how important is Real Madrid for him. We spent the whole summer with mentions of Rodrigo for Manchester City, with mentions for Rodrigo of Premier League football, maybe Saudi, many different stories, but Rodrigo always and only wanted to stay at Real Madrid. Even with Kylian Mbappé coming to the club, even with Endrick as new face at Real Madrid, Rodrigo never changed his position. This season, he wanted to be part of Real Madrid project. This is why he extended the contract almost 1 year ago, less than 1 year ago. So Rodrigo confirmed once again, I want to win all titles. I already won at Real Madrid, again with this shirt. He loves Real Madrid. He believes Real Madrid is the best club in the world. This is what he said in the interview. And so Rodrigo, once again, taking a clear position. Taking a clear position also Barcelona, and we go another way. In La Liga, we stay in Spain, wishing all the best to Marc Bernal, the talented midfielder of Barcelona. Surgery today, long injury, ACL torn, meniscus also involved, and so Marc Bernal, Barca announced it will be out for 1 year, so expected to be back in September 2025. We wish really all the best to this big talent, and important to say for Marc Bernal that Barcelona have decided to extend his contract. So there will be a new deal for Marc Bernal. Formally he's 17, so can't be a 5-year deal, for example, but this is something that Barca already prepared for next year when he will turn 18. But what Barca are doing is giving him a new deal, also in the sense of giving Marc Bernal all the add-ons included into his current contract for this season that probably were going to be triggered if he didn't have this injury. Now Marc Bernal will not be able to play, but Barca, especially Deco, they really wanted to give the player a strong message of support, and they will do that also triggering these add-ons as part of his salary. So Marc Bernal's salary will be the same salary that it had to be in case he was not going to be injured, and it was part of the project with Hansi Flick, who really likes the player for present and future of Barcelona. So new deal for Marc Bernal, and Barca very clear in their planning to continue with Marc as an important player for present and future of the club. Then guys, we had another important interview today, and it was John Obi Mikel, the Nigerian player, speaking on his podcast. You can find that on his platforms about Victor Osimhen, and sharing very important stuff about that, sharing about an agreement really close between Osimhen and Chelsea, that the timing on deadline day didn't help to get the deal done with the medical, the contracts, all the technical points to clarify. They were not able to make it happen in time. Also, he mentioned the possibility to revisit the deal in January, and I'm receiving many messages on what's going to happen between Osimhen and Chelsea in January. Guys, now, Victor Osimhen just signed with Galatasaray, so respect for Galatasaray, not just on my side, but also on player side, his camp, the player himself. They want to respect Gala, play for Gala, focus on Gala, so this is the only position on player side. What I can tell you, and I already told you last week, and I can repeat again this week, is that Chelsea appreciation for Victor Osimhen remains, absolutely. So it's true that it's been a difficult summer, it's true that it's been a difficult negotiation, it's true that it's been a really complicated situation in general for Victor Osimhen and Chelsea this summer, but at the same time, Chelsea didn't leave this story on the 30th of August saying, okay, we don't want to hear about Osimhen anymore. You know, sometimes it can happen in football. You negotiate for a player a long time, then you can't reach an agreement, you can be upset and leave the negotiation maybe forever. That was not the case for Osimhen. The appreciation from Chelsea remains. Chelsea understand what happened in the final days of August. They understand how complicated was the negotiation also for the player in terms of financials, in terms of salary, in terms of contract, but Chelsea appreciation in Victor Osimhen remains absolutely concrete. and absolutely still there. Then, what's gonna happen in January, in the summer? Guys, we will follow that and we will see. What's gonna happen in the summer at Manchester United 2025? Too early to say, guys, so I'm not coming here in September, you know my style, telling you the transfer targets for next summer, but for sure the idea of the club is that, okay, for this season, Sancho allowed to go to Chelsea and Man United continuing with the wingers they have at the club, but the idea in 2025 is that they can add one more winger to the roster, one more winger to the team. Today we had many rumors on Eberechi Eze from Crystal Palace. Many of you asking me about these rumors. Guys, what I can tell you is that Man United already appreciated, for example, Michael Olise, but it was too expensive for them. They decided to focus their budget on different positions. They've also been following, monitoring and scouting and appreciating Eberechi Eze, so for sure he's a player they like. But it's not the only one. They have several names they will be tracking this year. I mean, this month, in the next 3, 4, 5, 6 months, they will be tracking several wingers, and then in summer 25, there is a concrete possibility to see Manchester United investing on a winger. So today, we are not in a position to say that it's guaranteed that they will go for Eze, that is sure that he's going to be the top target. But for sure, Man United are considering the opportunity to bring in a new winger in summer 25, and so they will be following several players in the next months. Then we'll try to keep you posted on the players they like, on the options they have on the table, on the possibilities they will be considering, but for sure, Man United are keeping a close eye on opportunities in that position for the winger for 2025. And then, as always, guys, many questions on a top player. He was wonderful again for the German national team, Florian Wirtz. What I can tell you is that this summer we never really had a possibility for Florian Wirtz to leave. We had some rumors at the beginning of the market, but Florian Wirtz was not for sale. So when Xabi Alonso agreed to stay at Bayer Leverkusen, it was a few months before the beginning of the summer transfer window. In the meetings he had with the club promised to Xabi Alonso that Florian Wirtz was never going to leave the club, that Florian Wirtz was untouchable, and that was the case. So there was nothing for Florian Wirtz this summer. Next summer it could be different, because it will depend on several factors, so it's not something decided, it's not something guaranteed, but many clubs, many top clubs around Europe believe that summer 25 could be different. This summer 24 he was untouchable, maybe 25 will be different. So several clubs keep close eye to the situation of Florian Wirtz, keep appreciating this wonderful player. Again, this summer, all the rumors you saw about Man City, about Spanish clubs, English clubs, was never a possibility. For Florian Wirtz to leave, 25 summer, not January at all, could be different. So, let's follow the situation, let's respect Bayer Leverkusen, now there is an important season ahead, Champions League football, Xabi Alonso staying, so many important things happening at Leverkusen, but the future could be open. For Florian Wirtz, 25 could be an important year for the future of the German top talent. And so guys, let me know your thoughts on all these stories, from Rodrigo to Marc Bernal, but also Osimhen, Eze, Wirtz. Guys, let me know your opinion here in comments, like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon. Ciao.